Hello, and welcome back to the Grove Cat and to our series on the Law of One. This is 2 of 10. And if you missed episode 1, well, we actually talked about the book and in general idea what it is. So this time around, I'll be talking a little bit more about the big idea. It's actually a central idea of the Law of One, which is everything in the universe is connected. It's called the unity of all things. And it's really interesting, so let's get started. Okay, so what is the unity of all things? What does that mean? Well, imagine your friends, your pet, the trees outside, the stars in the sky, whatever your favorite game, favorite video game. It's all part of one giant puzzle. So the law of one says that everything is one big thing. So everything is encompassed into one big thing. It's all tied together, and which that big thing, that together, is actually what they call the infinite creator. It's like the whole universe is one huge team, and there's no real separation of things, of anything. Everything is actually connected. So in short, you are connected to everything. And I think the best way to show it, like I'm a big fan of showing things, is like, for example, you see this string, you have different knots of different, but they're all into the same universe, right? But they're all different. They're all different size. They're all different distance from each other, but they're all connected in one way or another. So I think that's the best visual for how the general idea of the law of one works. So, and each of those knots would be something like you, a tree, a planet, whatever it is, right? So they all look separate when you actually look at it, right? They all look like it's different, and they are different, but into one thing. So this is, to me, this is one of the best way and the most interesting way also to connect that idea to something that big. So I can reduce it to something that I can understand it, and that's important for me. I need to understand stuff if I want to be able to explain them. Now, of course, this idea of unity challenge what we usually the way we usually think, because in everyday life we often see things as separate, like it's me, it's you, this is good, this is bad. We try to split things into opposites, big, small, happy, sad. But the law of one say, no, this is not it. That's not the whole story. So it teaches that those differences are just part of the same big picture. It's like saying the sun and the moon aren't opposite, they are both part of the sky and they work together. So this idea may feel, or can definitely feel, really different from what we're used to, just because of that, because of we used to see things as being different, but we're all into one thing. And it challenges the idea of us versus them, which I think is a good thing that it challenges that, because there's no more like, oh, they're bad, we're good type of deal. And so, in short, what it also means is that, For example, if you are kind to someone, you're actually being kind to the whole universe, even yourself, really. So, yeah, because we're all connected. And this is a new way to think that can make you feel definitely more peaceful and more loving, and maybe understand others a little bit more, or try to. All right, so this idea of unity is not new. It's not something that was invented uh, after the law of one. Actually, it's much more ancient than that. It fits into what's called the esoteric tradition, and it's a different way to say that it's a kind of like I'm talking about esoteric tradition here. That is saying, yeah, it's secret or hidden spiritual ideas that's been explored for thousands of years. But for example, some ancient teachings like Buddhism or even mystical part of Christianity say that everything is connected through love or spirit, depending on what it is. The law of one is like a modern version of those ideas, and it's saying that the universe is one big loving energy, and it's kind of a bridge between the law of one there. It's kind of a bridge between the old wisdom and new ways of thinking. So it kind of links the two. Now, I think that understanding unity can actually change how we see the world. Um, if everything is connected, then being kind and helping others, or even taking care of nature, is like helping yourself. And it's a way to live with more love and less fighting. So in this series, we'll keep exploring the law of one, so that it helps us grow spiritually. And this idea of unity is actually a starting point for all this. All right, so that's it for episode 2. We've learned that the law of one says everything is connected with no real separation between everything, and it challenges what we usually think. So also, yeah, it fits an ancient spiritual idea about love and unity. So in next time, in episode 3, we'll talk about the 7th level of the universe called densities and how they help us grow. If you like this episode right now, the episode 2, hit the subscribe button and the bell also, because you certainly don't want to miss the episode 3. This, to me anyway, it was one of the most important, not important, but definitely interesting, and I really like that part of the law of one. So tell me what you feel about all this in the comment section. So be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell, all that jazz. We still need help in this channel. We're not that big, and not big at all, and I'd like to get it a little bit bigger, have more people coming here. Is one way to tell me, well, yeah, we like what you're doing, and I appreciate that for all the ones who already have subscribed. Thank you very much.